She began working with me on position papers a couple of years ago, and was very much partially responsible for the new regulations that allow us to make things that look like food and beverages, the things that taste good. And she's busy making those things too. Yeah. So, independently, yes. So, come on up.
Thanks. All right. Hey, guys. My name is Matha Figaro, Class 2 manufacturer, independent as Cannpowerment, most notably known for the brand called Butter Cake. And like Marianne said, I co-chair the manufacturing committee alongside a lovely woman named Erin Gore. And all of us combined have been able to do some pretty remarkable stuff. Initially, like Marianne was saying, in the beginning, it was just me and her, and I essentially became a ghostwriter, and Marianne used her brain and the NJCBA powers, and here we are today with brownies and really, really delicious product in the market. So that's just something that the NJCBA was able to do before I put my face out there and before I even became operational. So I found it super helpful. As the chair or co-chair as the manufacturing committee, we want to talk about a lot of things that impact the business, but most importantly, a couple of things we want to talk about is internal and product sampling. So right now, the way things are is that, I'm going to use myself as an example. I make brownies. I can't try my own products. I can't taste test them, I can't R&D them, I can't sample them to dispensaries, I can't do any of those things. And so with that, it means no in-house R&D, no trade education, no retailer demos, none of that. So part of our reform is that we are going to be asking for tracked and internal product development samples to be accessible through Metric. So this policy would be able to unlock better innovation. It would improve quality control because we literally need to be able to taste what we're doing. And it would keep the brands competitive with other national players because honestly, in other states where people are producing, they can try what the heck they're making before they put it out there. The next thing we want to get into, and this is something I'm actually really passionate about, is single-serve 100 milligram products. And I'm not talking about liquids and syrups and stuff like that. I'm talking about the actual brownies and the cookies. I really think that the 10 milligram serving cap, it makes sense for gummies, but it doesn't necessarily make sense for everything else. You can't score a cookie or a blondie into exactly 10 milligrams. It can't be trusted. The integrity kind of goes out the way, and at the end of the day, it impacts the consumers. So I think we should propose having clearly labeled single-serve 100 milligram baked goods for the adult use market. In my opinion, it's safer, it's simpler, and more honest for the consumer. Other states also have this in action, so we wouldn't be the first, which means it's proven that it's perfectly fine to do. A single sealed 100 milligram brownie with clear warnings is way more responsible than crumbling a bunch of multi-dose God knows what into a bag and letting people guess what they might be consuming. So let's be so for real and push that one forward. The next one we'd want to talk about is medical access and hospitality for Class 2 manufacturers. Right now, the medical market, they're kind of lacking in what we can offer patients. And so we believe that it is really important that Class 2 manufacturers get an endorsement to be able to manufacture not only for the adult use, but also for the medical market during supply shortages and things of that nature. We'd also like to be able to host non-infused food or drink educational events, which I like to call hospitality reform, but also adds to the product reform I talked about earlier. SEAF, the social equity excise fee. Everybody's paying into it, but I don't know about y'all. I don't know where it's going. So the recommendation is simple. Get the SEAF money out of the account and into the hands of licensees that need it to keep their businesses afloat. Let's get it for grants. Let's get it for rent relief, packaging credits, and tangible help. Lastly, home grow. I know that home grow is technically not a manufacturing issue, but it is a community issue. And as somebody in this community, I highly support regulated cultivation for patients and responsible adults in this state, Home grow, it builds trust, not just for patients, but also between us as people that get to produce, people that get to cultivate, people that get to sell. It really brings the entire supply chain together. Every time a patient gets to grow legally instead of secretly, I believe the system becomes stronger and not weaker. So it's about time New Jersey gets caught up because we're the only ones out here that can't grow a plant. So what I need y'all to do is continue to support the NJCBA. If you are a Class 2 manufacturer in the room, please join us because we're doing some serious work. All of your thoughts are very important to us. So like I said, my name is Matha Figaro. Butter cake is awesome, and we write awesome regulation as a part of NJCBA. Thank you for your support.